Here we go with lesson 14, investigate vertical angles with a protractor. Move the yellow dots in order to make the segments intersect. Let the intersection be called point S. Make the lines intersect in such a way that angle PSR, remember S is the key to look at for that angle, is an obtuse angle, so that means bigger than 90, and less than 135 degrees. So it just has to be in between that. Afterwards, use the protractor to determine the precise measure of all four angles. You should redraw the lines if PSR is not the proper size. Okay, move the line segments to intersect at S. PSR should be an obtuse angle. So let's just go ahead and move it first and then we'll check it. So my advice is make one angle larger than the other. All right, so as we can see, this is a small angle and this is a large angle. If I had it more like this, it's kind of hard to tell which one's which. So let's make sure we build it in a way that it's easier to tell which is the small and the big angle. Okay, now we're looking at PSR is an obtuse angle. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little drawing here. So PSR, here's P, here's S, and then there's R. So it's this angle right here, okay? That angle. Is that bigger than 90 degrees? So remember, 90 degrees is a perfect corner. Does that look like it's bigger or smaller than a perfect corner? It does look like it's bigger, so that's obtuse. If I had done it in such a way where it was smaller, then I would just have to readjust. So we need it bigger than our normal right angle. And less than 135 degrees. Okay, well, we'll need to judge this a little bit more to see if it's less than 135 degrees. So that's the one that we're not so sure about. Afterwards, use the protractor to determine the precise measure of all four angles, and then redraw it if it's not the proper size. Okay, so now we're done moving lines. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my drawings here. All right. And we want to adjust remember, the protractor, we lock it onto the center, and then we can move it from there. All right, bigger or smaller. And we want PSR. So I'm going to lock it onto P. And notice right here, when I look at it, it's over 140. It's over 140 degrees. I need it to be less than 135. So I'll go back to moving the lines, and I'll make it a little bit smaller. So we'll just move it a little bit this way. Let's see if that does it. Do the same thing. And it's a little bit less than 130. That's fine. Well, if it was a little bit easier to move these around, I would keep doing it so where I had nicer numbers. Right now, I'm kind of stuck in this what angle is that world. So I'm going to zoom in. What angle is that right there? Right there. So right there, that angle is 2 less than 130. Or here's 125, 126, 127, 128 is what I got. And this was PSR. That's angle PSR. Okay. And then, okay, there's that. And then it says, move the protractor using the central blue dot, rotate scale the protractor using the green dot. You may shift around. All right, and then you can measure all the angles. So it wants you to measure all the angles here. All right, so we'll go ahead and keep doing that game. I'll move that around. Now, it's kind of just better to go in order. So I got PSR was 128. So PSR was 128. I look at this one here. This is RSO. RSO is 52, or OSR, 52. RSO or OSR, S is the middle letter. It doesn't matter the order of these outside letters. So that's good. One thing that you should know, that these next to each other have to total 180 degrees. So if you notice, 52 plus 128 is 180. And then these other two will have to match these two numbers. I'll go ahead and just go through it though. Like I said, doing it in order. Now I'm on this one here. So OSQ should be 128. And there it is. It's 128. It's kind of hard to see it, but it is. That's where it's at, 128. That's, what was it? It was OSQ. OSQ was 128. Like I said, they have to match. And the last one, it should be 52. I'll just go ahead and measure it though. And there it is at 52. Got it.